This is the first loaf using my sourdough starter that I grew by myself in just 9 days. This is the very first loaf that I am going to bake using my sourdough starter. So let's go ahead and bake it and see what it's gonna turn out like. I have my Dutch oven inside the oven preheating to 500 degrees. And we'll see if my sourdough starter is ready to make bread with or not. Right off the bat, when I was mixing my loaf, the first thing that I did notice was that the dough was fermenting much quicker than it usually does. Now, I'm not really sure what that means, but that's just something that I've noticed. It would like become very fluffy much quicker than my normal sourdough starter that's a year old. It could have been that it's such a new starter and it was so like, you know, when something is new, it has much more energy, it's much more hungrier. So it just ate through the flour much quicker because it's a new starter versus like an older starter. Not quite sure, honestly, but let's bake it and see if this bread turned out okay.
Mama, that's it.
Chicken? You want me to draw chicken?
Yeah.
I don't know how to draw chicken. Okay, hold on. My son wants me to draw him a chicken. Oh gosh, baby. It's gonna be a really ugly chicken. Should we give this chicken legs? No. Chicken. Is that chicken? He's like, is it good? No? I tried my best. Well, let's bake it and see what this chicken is gonna end up looking like. So that is the chicken that I drew for my son. The loaf itself doesn't have the best rise and it feels kind of heavy, but that's pretty normal for a first loaf. Usually the very first loaf using a sourdough starter that's new is not going to be the best. It's as expected, but let's see the inside. You can tell like the darker areas here that it's a little too dense. Like right here in the center, it's a little bit too dense. Overall, it's not terrible, but it's not the best, but that is totally normal. I already fed my sourdough starter again. I've been feeding it every 12 hours to really make it stronger, but maybe tomorrow I'm gonna try making another loaf and then I will show you guys that loaf that I make tomorrow. It's not a terrible loaf. It's really not bad at all. Like it still looks really good. I can just in the very center, it's a little bit too dense. Chicken? You want to eat the chicken? I cut the chicken.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. And the bottom is perfect.